Today I'm going to share a Sisterlocks update as I take down my most recent braid out because yesterday was a wash day. I am nearing 3 years locked. I'm about a month, well, actually a little bit less than a month off, and I'm pretty excited about it. I was hoping the 3-year mark would be the point where I really started to see my Sisterlocks flourish. And I believe that to be so. I think they're doing pretty well. Looking at previous Sisterlocks content by other content creators, people with the 3-year plus hair had the thickness and the length that I was ultimately looking for. I'm happy to be close. Now, I did braid and band my hair, but for the ease of the takedown, I took the bands off with a tool that I'll share the details about in the description. And I also unraveled the ends of the braids just enough to make this process go a little bit faster. I did more braids in this braid out than probably I generally would, but I happened to have the time last night during a phone call to just really sit down and get very intricate on the braiding. So things that I've noticed about my hair of late, main thing is that the curly ends are becoming frizzy. So I think I'm pretty close or closer to having locked ends. And that's fine with me. I'm not one of those people who desires to have curly ends for the duration of my Sisterlocks journey. If they close, they close. If some of them stay open, that's fine too. That was not necessarily my goal of wearing Sisterlocks. My hope was that my hair would become more full and grow. I do have a goal length, and it is below bra strap, but for me that is a hard stop. I wanted to get there. I want to be able to make a good full top bun and do some crown braids, and I wanted to look good under hats, all that good stuff. But I don't want waist length, hip length, butt length hair. I feel like that takes away some of the ease for me, and I want having Sisterlocks to the extent that it can to make my natural hair life easier, quick, with the exception of course when I'm getting a retie. Also, I don't want to have hair that's so long that is cumbersome for my consultant, and it takes them a long time to get it done. As I mentioned, once I get to bra strap length, I'm probably gonna keep it cut right there because that is enough for me. As far as hair care, I'll leave in the description the products that I use. My hair maintenance routine is simple. I don't put water in it every day. I think that's a little too much. I don't think my hair needs daily moisturization. I do use a spray leave-in conditioner when I feel like my hair is feeling a little dry and brittle, which my consultant said was okay at this stage of my locks. But it's definitely not anything that I would do at the very beginning stages, the baby stages of locks, you know, before you can color and all that other stuff. I wouldn't do it earlier as far as conditioners. And looking back, I think while I was in the baby lock stage, I probably sprayed my hair with water too often. As someone who wants to keep a braid out, and also I think it was adjusting to the coarse texture of my natural locked hair and confusing texture with dryness. And I think it does take a moment to recognize the difference. Like, yeah, your hair might feel rough, but is it truly dry? And when you're used to wearing relaxed hair or braided hair. It definitely feels different if you've never worn locks before. So just something to keep in mind. I haven't lost any locks since my last video, I don't think. Well, let me make sure. So I shared with you guys that one of my locks in the front popped off. I did have another come out, I believe on this side. It's been a minute, and that speaks to how much I really care. I know as your baby hair becomes a full lock and gets heavier, I believe it's just the weight of the lock that did it in. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time worrying about lost locks. I am going to take the best care of my hair that I can. And if I lose a lock or two, that's okay. On my install, I think I had 502 locks. So if I lose 2 or 3, I guess it matters strategically where they are on my head, but no one will probably be able to tell. It's not like I'm gonna show people where my lost locks are all the time when I'm on the street or walking around or at work. And to be honest, while I'm at work or walking around, people are more concerned with their own business. Don't nobody care. But even so, I am still doing my best to maintain my hair in between appointments with my consultant. So I am aware of the condition of my hair and treating it the best that I can, but I'm not babying it. I want it to look good. I want it to be healthy, and I want to get on with my life. And I think as someone with 4C natural hair, 4B and 4C, mostly 4B up here than the rest 4C, I think Sisterlocks are a great option if you want to wear natural hair, but you don't have a bunch of time to style every day. Because 4C natural hair, I found to be, my hair it's coarse but also delicate, and it seems to like me keeping my hands out of it. So what's going on with my hair, for the most part, I leave up to a highly qualified professional, and I stay out of it. Even when relaxed, even with braids, I'm looking for the experts on Afro textured hair. My consultant, her name is Chastity Vaughn. I will leave her details in the description as well. She is currently booking installs, which, hey, I was lucky to catch her at a period of time where she was booking installs, because she is booked and busy, as most really good stylists are. So if you are thinking about doing a consultation or getting an install, and you're in North Texas in particular, I would highly recommend her. So now I'm continuing to take down the smaller twists that I put in my braids for my edges, because this is what I do for edge care now. So my front perimeter, I put them in 2-strand twists, so it's twisted and braided by the time I take it down, so that it will have some of that braid pattern, not just the twist pattern, which is looser. And which is why I don't generally, unless I'm being really lazy, I don't do twist outs. I'm gonna do a braid out if I want it to come out full. I'm trying to do this looking in a viewfinder. Now I'm going to go look in the mirror to get my part in the direction that I wanted, and to make sure that I got all of those 2-strand twists on the edges, because I probably did. BRB. So I'm back. I have changed the direction of my part. It was on this side, changed it over to this side, which I've been rocking a lot more lately, and I like it better for now. So I also like a middle part now that my hair is longer on the sides, a little bit more than I did when I first got my Sisterlocks, because when I first got them, I don't know, I didn't think it was a cute look, but that was why, because it was just not, the bob wasn't long enough to really give the look that I wanted to with a center part. We are at 2 years and 11 months, approaching 3 years very quickly. And how do I feel about my Sisterlocks decision? I still love it, probably even more than when I began my journey, because I'm beginning to have some of the ease that I wanted. Not only do I not have to braid and band, I choose to, but I don't have to. When I do braid, it's easier because just the length of the hair is easier to make full braids, and it was a challenge with shorter baby locks. So it's easier now. If I wanted to, I can make bigger braids or bigger 2-strand twists and make my wash day quicker. I'm okay with looser twists or bigger plaits if I am about to wash before a retie, because it's very likely that your consultant will spray your hair with some type of leave-in conditioner or water or some concoction, and so it's going to be flat anyway. So I wouldn't go through the trouble of doing such a detailed braid out if I was about to go in and get my hair retied. I'm pleased with the length. My hair has always grown quickly when I get on a regular maintenance schedule and stay out of it. I'm happy to achieve this length with Sisterlocks, and I'm happy about the future of my journey, and I'm curious to see how my hair will look in 3 years and 6 months or 4 years, but I'll be sure to share updates. If you have questions about beginning a Sisterlocks journey, even though I'm not an expert, I'm just a person who's had Sisterlocks for 2 years and 11 months. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments. I will answer them if I have the information. If not, I will ask a consultant, or I may ask one of my Sisterlocked friends. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.